Alright, today is Sunday, 1st of September. This is my Arco Air 5-ton condensing unit here at my house. Over here, this thing on the side is called an Addicool. I'm a heat transfer engineer by trade. I have a patent on that device. They come in all different sizes. It's ADD-A-COOL. It saves in my climate here in Northeast Texas about 28% on the energy required to operate the AC. It gets, over 100 degrees down here in the summertime. My house is kept at 68 degrees in the summer, without exception. I'm not going to come home and sweat in my house. Department of Energy is recommending 85 degrees. That ain't going to happen. So we had a brownout. My electrical provider is Southwestern Electric Power Company. The acronym is SWEPCO. And we had a brownout, and I couldn't get to the breaker fast enough to disconnect this AC unit, and the brownout resulted in a burned out leg on the compressor, so I lost the compressor. Now SWEPCO has some of the best politicians money can buy, so they are indemnified from claims caused by high or low voltage conditions. A brownout is a low voltage condition. Low volts means higher amps. Higher amps is more heat. More heat breaks down the windings in electrical motors, and hence you fry the motor and have to replace it, in this case the entire compressor. A couple $1,000s. It's not cheap. This little Addicool is called my 5-ton high efficiency model. I used my house to develop the units, and I had actually the original prototype was installed, but since we had to change out the compressor, I had the technician go ahead and install the 5-ton high efficiency model. Nice unit. What it does is take some of the subcooling load off of the condensing coil. By doing so, it uses a clean air stream. You get a greater amount of subcooling on the liquid refrigerant. More subcooling means better enthalpy, which is the ability to transfer heat. Another benefit is it lowers the head pressure, so the compressor doesn't pull as many amps. Pretty simple. Is patented. It works without exception. There's no way it cannot work. How much you save depends on the climate you're in. Now they've got devices that spray water on your condensing coil. Don't ever use those. All water has minerals in it, unless it's distilled water. Minerals will dry on the fins of the coil, will cause mineral buildup, eventually plug your coil and ruin your coil system. This thing uses air only. It can do no harm to any air-cooled condensing unit. It's impossible to harm it. This is a 20-year-old unit. Got a new compressor. When I put on the Addicool, huge savings. My house is 3,700 square foot with 9, 10, 12, and 14-foot ceilings, so I'm cooling a lot of box. Now we have low utility rates in Texas, but my highest electric bill when it's 105 degrees was less than $210 when I'm keeping the house at 68. They work. You can look it up on the internet if you want. It's ADD-A-COOL, and that will direct you to my corporate website. Anyway, that's all for today on this one. Thank you.